searching for my purpose, and I was doing so, trying different religions, going to different psychologists because I thought there's definitely something wrong with me because I'm not happy. They put me on every medicine you could possibly have, and I was walking around like a zombie. That wasn't working, and then I went to alcohol and thought that would help, which it did for maybe an hour, and then you're back to where you were before. And then I finally wrote, which I just found, I printed it out, a really long letter to Shanti about everything, and he gave me one response, and it was, come in for one session, that should help you. And I'm like, okay, this guy is kind of strange. But he was right. When I'm thinking about, I've never shared this the first time that I met you.
Yes.
It was just incredible. It was incredible. It was just the meditation. I had never ever felt so peaceful. And you've talked about before how you can, I can bring myself back to that very moment, that very feeling.
Yes.
It's incredible, and it's just changed my life ever since. And every time I come, I learn something new.
Yes.
And
the reason
wonderful.
is you have open heart. See, people learn when they're open. And also, whole family studied with me. I went to a house.
My Aunt Rose, my Uncle Jimmy, my Uncle Tommy comes, my cousin Ian.
And then your aunt.
Oh yes, my Aunt May. She was also a nun. She has passed away, but she was a Sister of Mercy. And actually, when she passed away, after the ceremonies, we went into her room, and next to her bed, she had Shanti's book, the Bible, and there's another. Who's the one that Uncle Tommy? It's a Christian. He's a Christian. Joel Osteen. That's it. And she had. So she was very open. Very open. She was
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes, she came here also.
And yeah, she was here.
Yes. So it's
Yes, and you, success, you were back to success. On Monday, you talked about, which is one of my favorite things that you talk about, is your needs, your wants, and your desires.
Yes.
And that night I went home and I said, okay, I only need these things. Then there's, and just kind of started a whole new priority list that I keep changing all the time.
Yes.
Simplifying.
So life is fun when we learn to flow instead of being stuck.
Right. Right. Just changing my priorities gave me a fresh, where I thought we're
changing, externally change comes from changing the thinking. So this is all the people who are on spiritual path, or those who are, even people who are expert in quantum physics and scientists, that say, change your belief system, change your outlook, change your intention. Just that starting point changes everything. But what I say is, water the roots and don't water the leaves. The real thing is inside, and the roots are in the mind, into consciousness, and that is the thing. Deep inside, deeper mind, unconscious mind or chitta is the real foundation. You change your chitta, things will change. Like Ian.
So, pretty similar experience. Our uncle found Shanti and had this dramatically positive change in himself. And I remember the first night coming here to see you, I was just expecting to do a little stretching, a little sitting, no big change really. And before the class I was just thinking, no, I just kind of want to get to dinner and have a beer or whatever. And, coming to class after, we left, and I didn't want anything almost. I felt content right away. And it was dramatic. Surprising how positive it all was.
Yes, yes. So all this thing happens not by chance. When we are ready, something happens. So I become instrumental, something becomes instrumental, situations become instrumental. So really is not somebody does it, but we prepare ourselves. So really God's grace is showering on us, but we don't feel it because we are blocking it with our ego. So real secret is being open, and suddenly new things will appear in your life. And in a couple of books, like last book, and I think the green book I explained, Dattatreya found 24 gurus. 24 gurus, like different. Nature became his guru, things in the scriptures. Margie.
Well, like Shanti said, I feel like God's grace is showering on me.
Yes.
I always felt like I had to fix things and help people, and realize you can't help anyone. You can give a hand up, but not a handout. And you share what you know, you let it go. If they want more, they'll come to you. If not, they won't.
Yes.
And I've learned to give up so much. Ego got me in so much trouble along the way. I mean, that's what gets you in trouble every time, if you think about it. And I've learned to really let go of ego, and I talk to myself, I talk to God, I listen to God. That's the main thing. I've learned to listen,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it feels good. I feel the joy.
Yes. Margie came many years ago,
Yes.
and then recently their group invited me to Cape May Point. The whole group came here for their special workshop, and that group is, some of them are coming to Monday class.
Yes, and I feel inspired again.
Yes.
I got caught up, when I left here, I went to work offshore, and I got caught up in the corporate crap. But that's what it was, and then I retired, and it's like, okay, I need to find my path. So,
Yes.
it's working.
Yes. So sometimes people, break away and then come back. But that is also growing period. It says that's how life is. Just something we need a break, digest, and then come back with greater enthusiasm. So life is learning experience, and there is nothing positive. Doris?